Okay, so it is Tuesday, July 13th, 2021. I'm going to do my recap. Break even day, pretty much up $71. Not a good performance today. Didn't do well. I was up 500, sorry, 400, then I lost 600. And then I had one last trade in AMC where I made it all back, thankfully, but not a great day, man. I really didn't do well, man. I'm upset. I'm happy at the end because I ended up making the money back, but it just wasn't a good day, man. Really, really bad day. I started with SPCE and I went long the first time. Why did I go long? Well, I mean SPCE has been coming down for a while, right? I did have a good day here. This was last Thursday, but Friday very choppy. Monday a huge sell off yesterday. I made 2,500 bucks in SPCE in this move. And then today, I like the pre-market for a long a little bit because, as you can see, it made this move up, and then it started like surging up a little bit here. So I thought like, hey, maybe we're gonna get a bounce on SPCE, and we're gonna see a good move, right? So I went long 800 shares. I usually go long 1,000 shares, but I didn't want to. I wasn't super confident in the trade. So it came down in the first minute. It held around the 9 EMA on the 1 minute chart, and I went long 800 shares for the break of the daily open. I would have preferred to get in a little bit better price, but I got in at 40.32, and it came all the way up to 41. That was the high, and I exited. I wanted to see the previous day close level hold, but it didn't really happen. Then I exited really quickly at 40.63, so I made 240 bucks in that trade. So not much. Could have made a little bit more. So it is what it is. Quick trade, and thankfully I did get out because it did come back down, and then I decided to go short 1,000 shares. This was a really good entry that I had at 932. So right over here, but I got to break even. I mean, I really fucked up there. I got in here and it was like coming up and down, and I wanted to put the stop right above the daily open, so I should have put it at 35, and I messed up because I really predicted it. I wanted to see, I saw the previous day close. I saw this elongated candle here, so this meant weakness, and I wanted to go for the daily open break, and that's the white line right over here. So I went short and I covered immediately, and then I chased it a little bit, went short 40.05, but I wasn't too happy with it. It was around the daily open, the 9 EMA here. VWAP was also here. I didn't really like it too much, and I went in short again, and I got stopped out at 40.07. Didn't want to give back too much money. And then I went in one more time at 39.73 after it was really happening. So really chasing it here. And it was a great trade, and I got out again, panicked out. 12 seconds later at 39.55, and this thing just really dropped, man. It came all the way down here. So imagine from the first point of what I got in, if I would have let it play out, I would have made 2,700 bucks. Well, at least if I were to this pivot point, like 1,300 bucks, and none of that. I mismanaged the trade. I didn't play it right. I wasn't in my best mindset, I guess. It just wasn't. It just wasn't a good performance, man. And at this point, I was up like almost 400 bucks, almost give or take 390 or something like that. And then I just started chopping away and losing money. But I'm really disappointed, because this was a great breakdown here, man. I mean, I went in at a perfect price, 40.32 over here. And yeah, this candle just stopped me out here. I should have put the stop above the daily, above the previous day close, which is this yellow line here. That should have been the stop loss, and mismanaged it. I didn't want to give a lot of money back, and at the end of the day, being really tight there just didn't allow me to profit. That is a big shame, man, because it was a perfect trade. And then here again, I went in at 40. I didn't like the 9 EMA, and then I went in again, and so stupid, honestly, because I told myself like, hey, your targets are going to be pivot points and your exits too. So I went in. At least my stop should have been L1 or the daily open, and my target number one should have been 30.70, and I just didn't let it play out. So another mental exercise I'm going to have to do again and be more thorough, man. I just have to be more thorough with my strategies, and and how I handle my trades, man. That is very now I look back at that and I'm very disappointed at that, you know. So then I went short AMC, and this is where I started giving back profit. You know, I went short AMC at 40.18 at 9.35. So right over here for a breakdown here, and 40.18, not a bad price. 40.18, 9.35. So right over here for the break of L4. But my entry should have been here, 40.50. That should have been my entry for a daily open rejection. You know, I saw this happening. I don't know why I didn't take it. I guess I was in SPCE, but this was a perfect daily open breakdown. It's a big shame that I didn't take it. I mean, it doesn't get any more beautiful than this right here. So I got stopped out, lost 180 bucks there. Then went short one more time at 40 at 9.38. So right over here, and it came all the way down. I wanted to see a much bigger breakdown, and I held it, and this thing just right bounced back up, and I got stopped out break even. I didn't want to give any money back in this trade, so I was up in this trade, well, 500 bucks pretty much, and nothing. I didn't take any money there, and then started making some mistakes in JD. Like this also, man, I was just terrible here in JD. I was absolutely terrible. No, didn't stop loss is too tight, man. I went in JD at 940. So right over here, I mean, great entry at 75. So maybe I felt like I chased it a little bit too much, but not really. I mean, this is good. I mean, why did I go in? So this is an R4 to R5 setup that I really like. I didn't get in here because there wasn't a pullback. I like getting into this step when there's a pullback and then a break of the daily open. I didn't really get that, so I didn't want to really risk it. So what I really liked about this trade when I saw it is that, you know, it came all the way up here, had this rejection, and then this beautiful hammer right at R5. So when the stock tends to hold above R5, there is a possibility that there's going to be a move all the way up. So I went long at 75, and I got stopped out. Really, I didn't get stopped out. I just stopped out myself for a $60 loser here, really quickly. I didn't want to see a lot of. Yeah, my stop should have been below R5, but it's a big stop. You know, it's $350. You know, but really bad. You know, because it was good, and then I went long one more time, and I got stopped out. I was just not giving JD any room, and I fucked up. You know, because just in this stupid trade, I lost. And then I went short, which was bad too. So then I went short. So I went long, covered, lost 60 bucks, went short, lost 80 bucks, and then I went long again and I lost. So just a fucking mess what I did here. And then, this thing just broke out right when I sold, and it came all the way up, broke the highest days, and it kept going on. Just a mess, man, honestly. Just really, really bad. Really bad behavior. Then I went long SPCE, covered for break even. It was just a mess today, man. I traded so much and so bad. So I went long at 946, right over here. At least I didn't lose any money. Break even trade. Then I went short one more time AMC. I lost $100 more. At 950, I know I went long AMC. So terrible trade. 954. Yeah, so around here for the hold of VWAP didn't hold. Lost another $100. And somehow, some way, I just shorted SPCE again. So somehow, some way, I just gave back all the money, man, and a bunch of fucking stupid trades. Honestly, just a bunch of fucking stupid trades. And I got myself all the way somehow, some way. Okay, then I had this other trade in JD where I thought there was gonna be some weakness around here, so I went short 1,000 shares at 75.71. So right around here, and I got stopped out at 96 for the break of the higher day. There's a perfect opportunity to go long, and I just didn't go long, and this thing really ripped up. So bad mistake again. I was down 600 bucks at that point. And then for the last time, I saw SPCE, and I saw this trade, and I was done for the day, but I'm like, look, this trade looks good. Let's give it one more try. It's looking weak on the 5-minute and the 1-minute, so I went short at 498, 1,000 shares. So right over here, right before the breakdown at 1056. So literally right over here, sat through this move up, and then it came cracking down. And again, I mismanaged to. I covered at 40.27 and 40.50. So 40.50 right over here and 40.27 right over here. And I mean, this didn't look back after that. Didn't look back. So imagine I would have held the whole move. That would have been $3,000. Obviously that didn't happen, but it just looked really good on the 5 minute. Here it looked like a lot of weakness. Couldn't really touch R1. Big candles here. Big candles. So I really liked it for a short, for a reversal. Just didn't. I just partial too quickly, in my opinion. I guess I mean L1 was here. That would have been the better. That would have been probably the better 41, and it was a perfect, honestly, perfect entry. And then I tried it one more time at 40 for $50 only, and whatever. The day ended up up $71, as you can see here. Yeah, it was up 400, down 600, and then up to 68.50, 71. So bunch of trades, big mess. You can see SPCE, I went long, covered there. And I did this terribly. And SPCE, I went short, short. Just just a fucking mess, man. That's terrible, man. Terrible. Look how much I left on the table, man. And then just a mess. AMC short. Look at all these small JD losses. AMC $220 loss, and then SPCE made my day back. BA. Oh, BA was the other trade where I messed. Where it was a great idea, and I fucked it up by so little. I was short BA right for the daily open hold. Daily open reversal. I just came up, and then it came all the way down, which was my entry. I entered in the 30s. So I should have stopped at the 50s or something, and then re-enter. I let the whole thing play out a little bit longer, and then I was busy with other trades, and it would have been a nice, again, like another $600 profit. So one of those days where it didn't work out. One of those days where I just wasn't good. A big, what can I say? Still July. It's a good week so far. I reached my weekly goal, which is I'm up. 2,500 is my weekly goal. $500 a day. I'm still well above that, but this could have been a day to really push myself over that mark and really cement my good week, and it's still not that, I have to go in tomorrow and still be vigilant. Obviously, I have to be vigilant every day, but I still have to be careful, I still have to be careful. Still, $530 daily average this month, so still above the 500 daily average that I like. Profit factor 145, not the best. I'm coming into four straight green days. That's fine. My big red, my red days weren't the biggest, but weren't the smallest. But I had a couple of good days here, over $2,000, so that's positive. You know, um, yeah, 6 winning days, 2 losing days, so 75% winning days. That's not bad. One more losing trade than winning trade. Obviously, if you look at that, it's a shame because I have all these small losers. Small loser, small loser, small loser, small loser. These two trades. No, small loser here, small loser, small loser, small loser, small loser. Yeah, a little bit bigger. So it's a bit disappointed today, man. I didn't perform well. No, I didn't. But at least I came back from a $600 day loss. So if a bad day is up $71 instead of down 1,000, I guess I'll take it. Come back tomorrow, keep applying strategies. Keep playing smart, and yeah, keep doing that. So yeah, that's the plan. That is the game plan for tomorrow. I'm gonna journal my trades, put my put my put my strategies, which there were a lot today, like a below L5 trade over here. Look how good BA touches L5 and then breaks down. That was tremendous. JD, perfect fucking playbook trade too. That was a beautiful, beautiful playbook trade. What else we had today? I mean, Blinn could have been an opportunity. This could have been a good short over here above R5 short. Came all the way down. That would have been a beautiful short, or even a breakout trade here. That was pretty nice. SPCE was a nice previous day close short. Daily open short breakdown here. 5 minute opening. Was it a 5 minute breakdown? No, it wasn't, but it could have been. Almost. Well, whatever. It was beautiful. There was a lot of opportunities, man. A lot of opportunities there. I took this trade here, but I didn't maximize it either. So a lot of mistakes today. A lot of fucking mistakes. So again, goal for tomorrow is enter a trade, put a stop loss, and make pivot points my targets. My target at least 40-30. Number one should have been maybe here. Number two should have been here. It could have been a perfect day like yesterday. I could have just entered at 40-34, let this play out, take my first partial at 39.73, second partial over here, and it would have been a beautiful fucking day. Beautiful start to my week, amazing start to my week. Set myself up well for the month. Now it's still an okay month, but nothing great. Nothing great. I can still make it great. Still have 2.5 weeks left, so I still have room for doing better. But I want to start increasing my size in playbook trades. I really want to start doing that. I want to start having, $15,000 months, $20,000 months. Let's see if I can push it to that level. So I can, stop struggling in that sense. Or yeah. But for that, I need to let these trades play out. So yeah, that's my like. This is actually really good. Actually, that was the pre. Yeah, that was the pre-market high. That was a really good level that I could have looked at even better. I didn't really realize about that. Well, that's my recap, man. That's my recap, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.